Hey guys, how you doing? It's David with Fantaverse, and we're going to talk more about some fantasy nerdy stuff. So I had this old website and my old Facebook page called davidreaderbooks.com. I am deleting it because I'm Fantaverse right now. We are not davidreaderbooks.com. So let's get the show on the road. So I wanted to talk about, this is the first video where I'm talking about Netflix. I was talking about books before, but I want to talk about, some fantasy stuff on Netflix because I really like Netflix. There's a lot of good stuff on there. So I'm going to go over my 5 favorite animated Netflix original shows. And so this is not anime, okay? That not the Japanese stuff. I love anime. I'll probably do a video on that. But this is the top 5 animated stuff on Netflix. They're all shows, okay? So the first show is called 12 Forever. And I am actually extremely embarrassed to even review this show because it is for kids. And it's like super goofy. But that's actually why I like it. I'm a kid at heart. So it's about a 12-year-old named Reggie. I'll put a picture up there. She's super nerdy, right? And she just doesn't want to grow up and become doesn't want to go through puberty and just wants to go, have fun. And she goes to this fictional universe called Endless. And, it's just super cringy. It's a super cringy show. It's a little kid's show. It's got a lot of creativity to it. I really like the show. It's got some weird stuff in it, like just 2 things in it I'll tell you about. There's this octopus in it called Flaps, and this octopus thing that just shoots out weapons, and she's like, "Hit me, Flaps!" And she just the octopus squirts out a item. It's pretty dope. Another character is like, a lot of these characters are super weird, I'll post some pictures up there. Some creepy looking guys. One of the guys is called Dr. Champion, and he's just so weird. He's like something from the band Kiss. He's like a super genius, and he just does really super inappropriate stuff. I love it. There's a butt witch. There's a butt witch, man. You guys wanted a butt witch? It's a super cringy show, but it's enjoyable. Okay. Next show, that was number 5. Next show is top 4 is Hilda. Hilda is also a kid's show, right? But it's not as corny and spastic as 12 Forever. So it's about Hilda's also about a little girl. She lives in the wilderness, right? And so she lives with her little fox named Twig. Twig is super cute. And, they live in the woods, and there's trolls and stuff like that. So it's cool, right? It's and there's elves, and then it's super sad because she moves to the city, and the show has a lot of supernatural stuff in it, right? I love supernatural stuff. I love crazy creatures, and there's a lot of it in here, and it does it in a super charming way, and it's a lot milder than 12 Forever. If 12 Forever was a drug, it would be crack or cocaine, and if Hilda was, it'd be more like weed. It'd be more chiller. Okay. Number 3. This is a really interesting show. It's super dark. It's the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. So, this show actually is based off of a movie that came out in 1982, directed by Jim Henson, which does all the Henson, whatever, that does all the puppets and stuff for the Muppets, like Kermit the Frog and the Pig, and yeah, he does. So he made it's based on this TV show, based off a really old movie. The movie's interesting, super dark. It's about these little creatures called Gelflings, and they're ruled by the Circes. So Gelflings are like elves, and Skurskis are the birds, right? And the elves, they respect the Skurskis. They're the rulers, but they're actually evil tyrants, and they kind of, I'm not gonna give everything up, but they kind of eat the elflings, kind of, right? And Yeah, it's really dark. It's super weird, right? I actually watched it with one of my friends, and he was like, "David, this is weird," and I was just like, "Yeah, it's awesome." So at the end, it gets like super intense. Like, only the first season is out. It came out in 2019, a few months ago. At the end, it's like kind of lame until the end. But like the end is like a super like awesome. It's got like cool fight scenes. Like they're all talking crap, and then they finally fight, right? And it's really cool. Number four, there's some really cool stuff on Netflix, right? Carmen Sandiego. It's an action cartoon. It's actually based off if you've heard of Carmen Sandiego before, it's based off a video game. Starting in a video game series from 1985 to 1993. I think it was help it teach people how to about a world and different places in the world, right? And you like chase Carmen Sandiego. She was like a thief, and you kind of followed her around. So yeah, this show is about a thief called Carmen Sandiego, and she's part of an organization called Vile. And this show I love this show. It's like super action based. It's super cool. It's like a comic book, and it's super creative and dramatic. The characters are like odd and witty and fun. I'll just talk about two characters here. Mime Bomb, he's just like a mime. There's this like funny thing about a mime being a crook, right? Because they're good at pickpocketing. And Paper Star, she's just like this funky Asian chick, I guess, that throws paper stars, and she like hunts down Carmen Sandiego, and super cool, super creative. It's awesome, right? So yeah, I like the animation in Carmen Sandiego is really good too. It's like a refined anime looking cartoon. And then yeah, so my top one. So yeah, we'll go. Wait, okay. So the first one was 12 Forever, Hilda, The Dark Crystal, Carmen Sandiego was in second place, and I got the numbers confused. Sorry. Disenchantment is the next one. Disenchantment is made by the same guy who made The Simpsons and Futurama, right? It's Matt Groening. Yeah, he's obviously well known. And it's just a super. I like the cartoon because it's super funny, and I'm a big fan of The Simpsons and Futurama. And I'm surprised this show hasn't had more attention than it has. A lot of people don't know about this show. It's really funny, and I've known friends of mine that have watched the show and didn't think it was funny. But because it's not supposed to be like funny like The Simpsons. It's supposed to be like a fantasy type thing in a fantasy world. It takes place in Dreamland, and a drunken alcoholic princess named Bean, and she kind of tries to get away from her. She tries to find out her way in life, and she gets drunk, and there's two characters called Elfo and a demon named Lucy, and the demon Lucy is actually played by Eric Andre, and he's super funny guy. Elfo is the funniest character ever created. He is so stupid. He's so stupid. It's the best one. So, yeah, those are my five. Check them out. I think they're pretty good. Like I said, I like animation. Some people just like real stuff or whatever. I don't know. I like animation. And thanks for joining me. Check out my YouTube channel, Fantaverse, and I got my website fantaverse.com. So yep. Okay, take it easy, guys. I'll see you next week. Oh wait, yo, I forgot. There is something going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, since we're talking about animated stuff, there's a show called Rick and Morty. The first season of the first episode of the fourth season is coming out tomorrow. Which is what day is that? That's the 11th. So that's going to be awesome. I'm going to do a review of that, obviously. So I'm going to actually do a video tomorrow. So, yeah. Okay, take it easy, guys. Thanks for listening to me babble on. Thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. And yeah, please, these are my top five at Netflix. Please let me know what shows you like, and what shows you would want to get reviewed or what you were looking into. So yeah, tell me what shows that you liked. I was just really greedy. I didn't even ask what you guys wanted. So okay, yep. All right, just post below.